Hi, this is John Muller. Today during this screencast we're going to go through how to enter the scores for a tournament. The tournament we're going to use as an example is the African Open. Right now I'm logged into an account on Fanooz. I'm going to click on the tournament name because I'm within the tournament section, as we can see over here. And since I'm logged into an account, I have the admin links available. So I'm going to click on Tournament Admin View. This is going to take me to my account and look at the tournament admin view. The field has already been entered. There's been 156 players entered in this tournament for the field. And so all I'm going to do is import the results. So I click on Import Results. And now I'm going to go to the Sunshine Tours website and I'm going to get the scores for the first two rounds of the Africa Open. And I actually right click and I can do a copy whole table. And I have that because in Firefox I have an add-on called, if you look here, Table to Clipboard. And so if you install that add-on extension, you are able to right-click on a table and click Copy Whole Table. So we copied the whole table. We're going to paste it into Excel. And this is what it looks like when you paste it into Excel. And so now I'm going to go and copy the player name and the first round scores just by highlighting them and going down and getting all 156 players and their first round scores. So I copy that and then I come back to the Fanooz site and paste it into the players section here. So the separation type is a tab. Tab is between the player name and the score, the first round score in this case. There's no encapsulation. And the format of the player's name is first name, last name. There are, the last name is not all caps, so we're okay with that. And the score we're going to enter is the first round. And so then we look at type of score, and it's actually number of strokes. So for example, looking at Mark Brown, we actually see that it's 75, and it's actually the individual round. It's not the tournament aggregate. So then all I do is press Submit Step 1, and this is going to go through the system and pair up the players in the system with the players that I'm looking to import in. And so here are the results that the system will show you. And so we're on Step 2 now, and we want to go through and look at this list to see if there are any duplicates. And so if there's actually two players with similar names, it actually will show them in the same cell, and we have to unselect one or deselect one before continuing. So we'll page down and see if the system has found the right players, matched them accordingly, and have the right scores matched with them. So to kind of summarize what we have here is the first column shows the entry before parsing the data. Then you have the entry after parsing, which is just looking for the name, and then you have if it found the player in the system, and then what the score was in the system for that player prior to this, and then what we're going to enter into the system with this import. So we basically page down and look through this to see if there are any players that it missed. And so far it looks like it's done a good job in finding the players in the system that are in the field of the tournament and what we've imported in with the text. And sure enough, it looks pretty good. If we didn't want to enter the results for a player, we just deselect them. But in this case, we still want to select Mark Brown. So then we look at, and we need to change the rounds played from 0 to 1. And then we make sure the par is correct. We make sure the total rounds for the tournament is correct. And then we just press Submit. And that is all you do to add results to the tournament. And so we just go through here and look and make sure the updates were successful. And sure enough, they were. So what we'll do is actually now go ahead and enter the second round for this tournament. So I go back to Excel where I have the data, and I'm going to delete the first round column, and now I have the second round scores, and I'm going to highlight the name of the player and the second round scores, and there you go. And I copy them, and then I come back into the Fanooz site and I paste them into the players section or field again. And so now I have the second round. All I need to change now is rounds to enter to be round 2, and then press submit step 1. And now we have the results. And so again, we'll go through the list to see if there are any issues before we submit, and save the data for round 2. And so here we'll see that we're looking at round 2. And so we page down through here until we get to the bottom of the page. Make sure everything's okay. It looks good. We change the rounds played from 1 to 2, and then we hit submit to. And so now we have the scores for round 2. And what we'll do is, since we entered the scores for rounds 1 and 2, we want to go and check and see if everything's okay. But we can do that at a later time. And that's it. That's all you do to enter scores for a tournament.